we utilize the transfer agent as the gatekeeper in and out of our marketplace. So like any other market, let's use Canada and the United States, you have what's called a depository. So it's CDS in Canada and it's CD & Co, which is where shares are traded on NASDAQ or the New York or even the OTC. So what happens is shares are traded in that depository back and forth. And the way they enter that depository is directly through the transfer agent. That same concept exists with us. Shares are traded in our market under what's called merged dep, which is our equivalent of CD & Co. And those shares are deposited and traded. So the transfer agent is the gatekeeper in and out, where we don't allow any type of manipulative activities from KYC or AML or money laundering, because we don't allow third-party journals. So why this is important is those shares that are registered in its primary jurisdiction are traded in our market. So they would leave, let's say, NASDAQ, go to the transfer agent, move from the transfer agent into our marketplace, trade with us, and at any time an investor can go onto the app and hit withdraw and take it right back to the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. So it's fluid. It interacts. The only difference between regular markets is where our exchange is a member of Euroclear, which is the equivalent of DTC in Europe. However, when you're dealing with the blockchain, it doesn't currently navigate or integrate with the plumbing system of traditional Wall Street. Now, we believe that's going to change. And hopefully, as we see more adoption in the US from the regulators and more adoption from US investment banks, we'll be able to see that eventually translate into a full, seamless, open border marketplace. But as it stands today, that's okay. We can use the transfer agent in and out. Our firm is actually a stamp medallion guarantor. One of our affiliates is what's called a sponsor advisor, which is equivalent of a Nomad or a PAL on the London Stock Exchange or AIM market. So we're able to actually stamp those stock powers in and out. So we make it fluid and seamless for the investors to be able to transact.
So if my friend over in Japan owns Tesla and he trades it in New York through his Morgan Stanley account, and let's say he wanted instead to trade it on your app, because my understanding is you're open 20 hours a day. So not just during market hours.